Would it be wrong of me to say that it is impossible to have a favorite character or a character that you like or dislike solely based off of what appears from the Touhou games? I really wish I knew the answer to that, because just for me, personally speaking, I don't think I could, because there is a lot of very awesome stuff in the games, the gameplay and the level design and the music and all of that, but I don't think I could like a character just based off of those things alone. For me, they need to have more personality, more depth. They need to have, wants and passions and things that they do, and specialties and things and flaws and things that they're not good at. And I don't see any of that in Touhou, except for the ways in which just get exploded into the most ridiculous of joke interpretations. And I've expanded a lot on that already, and I don't need to beat the dead horse too much. But it's I don't know, it seems like a big disparity to me, because people will tell me, oh, I like this character, I love this character, or I don't like this character, I don't care about this one. And I guess it's really, really hard to they never really give me an adequate reason as to why. At least not a way in which satisfies my own intellect, which could be that I'm just being far too inquisitive, but it may also just be limitations on language. Like, here, let's go ahead and take Touhou here. She is given absolutely no personality exhibition in Imperishable Night. She has no dialogue, and all she does, she's just a mid-boss, and she just sprays bullets at you for no reason other than, well, hey, you're an intruder in my house. And I guess I'd spray bullets at a person too for that reason, so I can't blame her for that. Oh yeah, to another little cultural note here, Touhou Inaba. You'll see her name up there is romanized as T-E-W-I. However, Zune had to officially correct this later on, because the W-I, the we character in Japanese phonology was depreciated. Like, I think it was the Japanese Board of Administration or the Linguistic Board of what crap you're allowed to say, or some stupid pseudo-governmental entity like that, said, sorry, you're no longer allowed to use this phenome. It's not part of the Japanese language anymore. Didn't stop Nintendo, but whatever. And so Zune had to come along later on and correct that to be just T-E-I, which is the closest approximation of Touhou that you can get with the current character set. I don't like this very much, and this is just me, spouting off my own regular random sensibilities, and nobody has to pay attention to me. But I think Touhou sounds a lot cuter. And she's often depicted in fanon as being a really mischievous character, so why not give her a cute, mischievous sounding name? Here she is. Okay. So this is the genesis of a joke that I was talking about back in stage 2. Take a look at those bullets. Does the shape of those things remind you of anything? Now, at first, when people asked me that question when I first started getting into Touhou years ago, I asked, well, I don't know, they kind of look like crayons. I don't know, what's so funny about that? And of course people laughed and snickered behind me like a bunch of 6th graders who just pulled the pigtails of some girl on the playground. And I didn't get the joke until somebody explained it to me. Suppositories. What? Okay, yeah, I mean, is there just nothing we won't laugh at? And I don't like, I have a friend who really likes Raisin, and he doesn't even like to humor the suppository joke about her. And I don't blame him, because honestly, I think it's a really dumb joke, and I don't find it too humorous. I find it a little bit disgusting, because I'm not the kind of person who really finds it all that pleasurable to stick things in other people's butts. That's just me. Maybe other people find that more enjoyable and should go on to Japanese grade school playgrounds and get kanchoed all over the place. But I'm just not about sticking things up the pooper. So, to me, I don't know, they don't even look like suppositories to me. They look like stubby pencils or something. Or really, what Zune was trying to do here was bullets. Because you see that Raisin always has one of her hands in the shape of a gun, which is actually pretty cool. And you see her in some fanon interpretations as, being a marksman or always carrying a pistol around with her, which is very awesome, and I like that a lot. But that doesn't seem to be the reason why people like Raisin. One of the reasons I like Raisin is because she is the easiest of the Stage 5 bosses. Yay! Raise the roof for inadequacy. And this, you're seeing here that all these bullet patterns are easy to dodge. And oh, here's one that I like particularly well. The familiars that launch the bullets at her feet can all be destroyed in this pattern. So you can do that, and you can get right up underneath her with no danger and just totally murder her. Which some people won't like that sentiment, but suck it. This is my review. And I also like the fact that I think this is very clever too. Not just in the fact that it's not in the fact that it's easy, but in the fact that, you know, it really is a great portrayal of her character in gameplay, which is too rare and very hard to do. You know, her stated power is that she has the eyes of madness, and that the gameplay effect of these eyes of madness is that it'll temporarily cause the bullets to become non-damaging, but as a twist she can also move those bullet patterns while the eyes of madness are in effect. Now this final bullet pattern is just, I'm basically cheating here, because I move up, I get under her feet, I move back, and there's no challenge to this at all. It's just me, you know, totally making the bunny useless except for her sex appeal. And you see what I said right there? Even I am not immune from giving in to the regular random memes that make it all over the place. Even I subject myself to the mental garbage because, dang it, I want to fit in too. Oh, and I'm choosing Stage B, and we'll see why next time.